just makes me feel like, okay, everything's gonna be okay. Food. Hello and welcome to Homemade with Faith. I'm Faith and today we're going to make a Newfoundland favorite. They're called 5-star bars. My friend actually gave me this recipe. They are to die for. Actually though. Apparently really common to have around Christmas time. I don't think you have to wait until Christmas. Personally, I would eat these, yes, every day. They're so good. Before we get started, let's gather our ingredients. All the ingredients will be listed down below. One of the things that makes them so special are arrow bars. I'm not sure if that's just a Canadian thing or you can also get them in the States, but arrow bars are these bubbly chocolate. So we'll need that, graham crackers, butter, vanilla, salt, shredded coconut, and condensed milk. It's super easy and hopefully you enjoy. First, we're going to preheat the oven to 350. While we're waiting for that to preheat, we're going to melt 1/4 cup of butter. I also decided to do more of a vlog-like filming style because I really would love to invite more opportunity to build connections, as I feel relationships are really important to me, and I thought, well, YouTube should be an extension of who I am, so I'm hoping you enjoy this kind of style and we can chit chat together as I bake. Take your condensed milk and add it to the big bowl. Also, this morning, I was out for a coffee. I come back home and there is a bird in my house. I will insert a clip right here. I literally do not know how this bird gets into my house. I have all my doors locked. I have my windows closed. It was so freaky. I was on FaceTime with my sister and I'm like, oh my god, there is a bird in my house. My cats are going crazy. They want to get the bird. I'm freaking out. I don't know how to get it out of my house. I put my cats in another room. I open the door and I'm trying to get it out of my bedroom into the living room so I can go out this door. I finally get it out. I feel so sorry for this poor bird getting stuck in my house. And so I have to look up the spiritual meaning afterwards because is this an omen? I literally have no doors open. How did it get in there? So the first thing I read, because it's a starling, so starlings are pretty dark birds, and it says blackbirds are impending death. And I'm a very superstitious person. So I'm thinking, oh my god, am I gonna die? Is someone I love going to die? I'm hoping that's not the case. But yeah, that was my morning. And I don't really know what to think about it. I'll keep you updated if that superstition is true, but I'm praying not. I'm not the best person when it comes to death. I have a hard time dealing with people dying. Maybe that's Western culture. What do you do when you experience loss? I feel like I just spend a lot of time crying. That's probably normal. Next, we're gonna mix that. We don't want it to be overmixed or beaten. We just want it to be well incorporated. You're then going to add your dry ingredients. You're going to mix that on the lowest setting until it's all mixed together. And you want to line a pan with parchment paper. Usually I would use a square pan, but today we're using round. Just gonna smooth that out. Have you ever had any weird experiences, like a bird coming into your house when you have no windows open? Something unexplainable? What was the bird doing? I feel like there is so much magic. And hopefully that was a good omen, and hopefully it was a message from spirit or the divine, but feels a little bit eerie. If you have any weird, unexplainable situations, please drop a comment down below. And if you like my videos, please subscribe. Once that is flattened, we're gonna put it in the oven. While that's baking, we're gonna chop up the arrow bars. You can use 4 or 5 arrow bars. I'm using 4. I'm not sure if you have arrow in the States. Let me bring it closer. These are like these bubbly chocolate bars. Can you see that? Yeah. Do you guys have arrow bars in the States? I'm sure mostly Canadians will watch this anyways, but who knows? I think, well, mostly just my family watches these, so they're all from Canada. And you're going to roughly chop the arrow bars. I would love to learn some more recipes and the history behind certain desserts and why they're so important to you or your family. If you want to send an email, drop a comment, send a letter. I've been really wanting to write more letters lately. I just think there's something so special in the intentional act of writing a letter, and I thought, oh, it would just be so nice to start writing letters again. I thought about getting rid of my phone and just writing letters. Obviously, in this day and age, when you work, not having a phone, it's not really ideal. And I'm sure I would really miss phoning my friends daily. Would they miss me phoning them daily? I'm sure they would, but maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe they would like the letters more. So once that's roughly chopped, you're going to wait for your first layer to be done cooking. Into why I felt really drawn to move my YouTube in a way that is more connection based is because I feel a little bit disconnected. I think a lot of things in life now are leading to more and more disconnection. We spend a lot of time in individuality and being individuals instead of coming together in community, which can feel really lonely and isolating. I think for myself personally, I love alone time and I do very well alone. But I also crave community and having friends that I love, support, can be there with. I find with everything going on in the world and then everyone working so much, myself included, I feel a lot of people are living in survival mode, and so harnessing community, giving into the relationships the way that I would like to feels difficult at the moment because after work I'm a little bit emotionally spent. I'm emotionally unavailable to my friends, family, and myself because of late stage capitalism. By moving my channel into something that feels more connective, I hope that just gives a little more connection in life. And I know I use social media to sometimes totally ignore life to distract myself, but if I want to be connected, I should also be making content that connects. It does also raise a question: is social media embodying more disconnection or more connection? And I feel like it depends in what way social media is being used, because there's times where I use social media, I scroll very mindlessly, looking at anything to distract myself from what's happening in the world or internally. But there's other times that I read or I see something and it makes me feel less alone. It makes me feel connected. It makes me feel seen or heard. And I think I I think it can do both. I've also met beautiful friends online and have very real connections with them. So I think social media can be great if used intentionally, and I decided I would love to be able to have a YouTube channel that is more intentional and more grounded in authenticity and who I am personally. So it's it's scary to put yourself on the internet, but I here I am. Oh, yes. Is the timer going off yet? Yes, it is. And we're going to put the roughly chopped chocolate on it. I think I should cut it up actually a little bit more, so I'm just gonna do that quick. I think the reason you're supposed to use this bubbly chocolate is because it has kind of these pockets of air, allowing it to melt a little bit easier. Oh my goodness, these literally are so good. I could eat these a lot. Now I'm just gonna cover it with this plate. That's why I used a circle on today. And you're gonna allow that to sit for five minutes or so. I actually ended up popping mine back in the oven for a moment just to really melt it, and I'm gonna take a spatula and smear that all over. I don't know what it is about these, but these are addictive. I'm excited to eat them. And you're just going to remove it from the pan. I'm supposed to let this cool for at least 3 hours, but I honestly love cookies warm. I love this warm, so I like to eat it right away, personally. But apparently you're supposed to leave it that long. So I'm just gonna scoop a little piece out. Who wants to wait 3 hours for this to cool? Not me. I guess I'll just cut it like a little bit of a cake. I'm also the person that eats cookies before they cool and they're falling apart. Mm. Yep. Food is the one thing that always makes me happy. Whenever I'm having a bad day, I'll always have a little treat or go out for dinner. Just makes me feel like, okay, everything's gonna be okay. Food. Mm. 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 That is just as good as I remember. I forgot, actually. Sprinkle a little bit of salt. You'll balance it out. I'll sprinkle it all over. Mm. Yeah. I haven't been to Newfoundland, but I would love to go. I've been to New Brunswick. My grandma lives there. Beautiful, beautiful in New Brunswick. Loved it there. But I haven't been to Newfoundland. These bars make me want to go. Mm. 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 Until next time.